And we're recording.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Week 3 of the end of the world, or week 4, or week 5, or 11. I'm entirely unsure.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah,
It's definitely been going on a lot longer.
Year 10. Yeah, I'm super not happy anymore. So, well, good thing we have this super successful podcast, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
tens of thousands of millions of listeners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love how well this has been doing, and the reviews we had were nice, but I found them 3 weeks too late, so I'm not even going to dignify reading them on here. But here we are again, making the same weekly mistake.
That's how we do.
Here we go. Okay, so I'm sure we've all been playing video games.
Yep.
Well, and boy, aren't we in the right place to talk about it. Play with Yourself podcast.
Yes, sir.
I love how the only thing that's come out of Abdul's mouth so far has just been like really patronizing agreement.
Yeah, when you said it, I was thinking, I was like, Abdul has said nothing to anybody.
I said things.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of you, but you were just like, yep. Oh yeah. Yes, sirree.
Uh-huh.
That's just my mannerism.
Just very grateful that there's no video because you're for sure doing something else at the same time as this.
Actually, no, I'm just chilling in my room.
Oh, all right. Cool. Well, Abdul, what have you been playing this week?
Still chugging away with Final Fantasy. Actually took a break with that because there was like a little lull where it got boring.
Okay.
And
why?
It's just like there's some parts that remind me of Yakuza.
I thought you liked it though.
I do like Yakuza, but like I don't know, it doesn't fit well with like Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
Like there's like modes where you can go to the gym and just like start working out, leveling up your character. And
in Final Fantasy?
Yeah, the remake, yeah.
You just go to the gym?
That's weird.
Yeah, and I naturally have an aversion to that, so I picked up another game I've been playing. I've been really digging it. It's called I think we talked about it before, Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Oh, yeah, I played a good chunk of that.
Yeah, that game's pretty fun.
Justin, if you don't know what that is, do you?
I've just seen screenshots and whatever we talked about before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have talked about it. That's what they say. Yeah, it was a little too melodramatic for me. It was trying too hard to be like artsy fartsy.
Yeah, that's why. Like I saw it on sale on the PlayStation Store, and it just looked like one of those type of games, and I wasn't down for it at the time.
Yeah,
I'm digging it.
Are you?
Yeah, I like the gameplay variations of it. I didn't know Queen Latifah narrates it, so good for her.
That I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was too weird. I don't like any of the music, but thinking about it now, I fully see you liking the music.
Yeah, like if it's artsy and it has like weird music, that's like almost like they made it for Abdul.
Yeah, because I know I don't know why, I just feel like you've recommended or like suggested songs to me or artists that sound like the entire soundtrack to that game.
Yeah, I'm digging it. It's I think I'm almost done with it. It feels very short.
Yeah, I know it's not long.
When did you buy that?
Actually, last night.
Oh, don't you have Resident Evil you could have played if you got bored of Final Fantasy?
Well, I didn't want to jump into like another like I don't know, like another
Game.
hardy har har. That was sarcasm. But I don't know. It's I think I may jump into. I'm gonna jump back into Final Fantasy, and when I'm done with that, that's yours to pick up, Justin. So
Okay, cool. I've been
yeah,
hearing like not really mixed things, but just people overall enjoying it.
yeah. I've been hearing mixed things about the ending, which I really don't want to like hear because it just kind of like sets me up for like disappointment.
Yeah, I told I just asked somebody to tell me the ending because I mean I'm not that invested. They just said it was different, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, do you find as you get older, you almost care less about spoilers?
Yeah, it depends on what it is, though.
Yeah,
Oh, for
same here.
sure. Like games in particular, I'm a little more sensitive to because
Yeah,
it's so long until you get to that actual ending.
Right? Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Movies now, like someone could describe to me the whole plot to a movie, but like right before I go to see it, and I'd be fine with it. Like
It
I
also
about
just
for me, it
that.
also depends on the movie. Because if it's like
Yeah,
if I don't know if you're gonna see the Batman at some point eventually. I'm sure when that comes out, you don't want to know the ending to that, do you?
no, that honestly, that would be a movie that I would be fine with having spoiled because I don't care
Really?
about it. Yeah,
Like,
I had
why
Joker
is
spoiled
that
for me
though?
months ago. I knew how Joker ended right around the same time it came out, and I still bought it and watched it, and that was
Yeah,
fun.
that ending was. I mean, it's not much to spoil there, though.
Okay, fair enough. That maybe that's a bad example, just because of the type of
it was
movie it is.
fucking
But like,
good.
I don't know, like even like Avengers or something. Like, I'm pretty sure I had Infinity War spoiled for me, and and I didn't really care that much. There's certain movies.
I agree with you there. It's like some Marvel movies I wouldn't care if it was spoiled to me. Like Captain Marvel, if someone spoiled it for me, I'd be like, okay.
See,
Yeah,
like I don't know. If I'm gonna, I got for those movies, like I do care to see them, and if I'm gonna sit there all that fucking time, I don't want to know what's gonna happen.
True, yeah.
yeah.
It just, like I said, I guess it just depends on the movie because I didn't think I was gonna watch. Shit, what's the name of that movie? That last Pixar movie that we watched? What
Onward.
was that? Onward. Like, yeah, a guy at
Oh
work
yeah.
said he saw it at the in the theater, and I was like, "What happens?" Because I mean, I just didn't care. I didn't
Right.
think I was gonna watch it, but I actually didn't sit through it because I fell asleep. But anyway, another
So I
bad
guess maybe
example.
I guess
We're
I'd
just giving
add
out great examples today.
I guess I'd add to that statement then I think if like you're indifferent about the like the subject like that you're seeing, so like if there's like if it's like mediocre, so like Joker, I didn't even think for a second I would enjoy that movie. I was like rolling my eyes when they announced it and all that shit, and I didn't actually think I would enjoy it until after I watched it. So with that being spoiled for me, I didn't really give a fuck. Um, Especially because the spoiler was kind of like my fault. Like I knew that I was reading something that had it in there, and I just read it anyways.
All right.
But I guess maybe like okay, so like Last of Us 2, if there's any truth to any of those spoilers that were out there, I would be a little bummed.
I
Yeah,
didn't
like
read
games
any
like
spoilers.
I know with like some games like The Last of Us Part 2 when it comes out, like I have to like stay away from YouTube until I beat the game because I know there's like channels out there that just like I was like, "Oh, Last of Us 2." It's like Ellie does something to Joel. I'm like, I don't want to fucking know that.
Right. Yeah, and that's and I think that maybe is just the difference. It's whether or not you give a shit about it.
Yeah, there's also like movies like I haven't seen Parasite yet, and like I don't really want a movie like that to be spoiled for me because it's been like hyped up for so long.
Yeah, okay. I see that too. I see now I haven't seen Parasite. I think I don't know. I couldn't say for sure. I mean, this is weird. This is going nowhere, this whole conversation. But I guess the point is, like, there used to be a time where I was like straight up fucking spastic. If anybody wanted to spoil something, I would like freak out. But now I'm just like, whatever.
All right, I feel like here's a good example for you.
Okay.
You like a new season of Better Call Saul comes out. You don't watch it. Do you like if somebody spoils that for you? What do you think of that?
My gut reaction is yes, that would bother me.
Right. So
I would avoid spoilers.
Right. It's just like what you care about, I guess. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's some things I don't really care about, but if I'm going to invest the time to like sit through them, I kind of don't. I just rather see it myself, you know?
Okay, so maybe that specific thing is the difference then. Like, because now there used to be a time where I guess what I mean then is if something was spoiled for me in the past, I would just like not bother. Now, for things that like, I guess if there was like another like the Batman's a good example. I don't give a single fuck if I get all the spoilers on that. Like if the script leaks, I'll you could have it spoon fed to me. I'd still probably watch it eventually. You know what I mean? It's a different thing, and I find that in those times that happens, I end up enjoying it more than I think I probably would have had I not already known what was going to happen.
Oh,
really?
I remember. I actually remember you telling me about the spoilers to Joker, and you said it sounds stupid. Like I don't want to watch that.
Yep.
So but then you watched it and you like it wasn't as. And I told you I was like, it's not as bad as whatever you read. It's not as lame, you know.
Yeah, and I think it's just because like then when you see like the presentation of it, you gain an appreciation for how they got to that point. Rather than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Anyways, this podcast is going to be all Last of Us 2 spoilers. That was just our precedent to that.
Ellie gets finger fucked.
Holy shit! Okay. Way to curve us right off. He said Ellie gets finger fucked.
Well, I'm pretty sure she does at some point.
Oh, that's true. There is some bow stuff going on
against their will, you know.
Yeah,
that would be the spoiler.
Yeah, didn't that happen in the first one already?
What?
No.
Oh, I guess I just got a different. I got the director's cut of that scene with David. Yeah,
Roman Polanski cut.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Justin, did you tell us what you've been playing? I don't think you have.
No, I played earlier in the week. I didn't play much, really. I did beat. Whoa, that's a lie. I started Resident Evil on Sunday and beat it, Tuesday when I told you guys?
Yeah, you said it was short. Yeah.
Yeah, which those games are short in general. Like I told you, they're meant to be beaten in under 2 hours, you know? Yeah. Like once you figure out what to do and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But it was still just disappointing. It was like, that's it. Like I just thought the Nemesis was going to be way cooler than they made it in the trailer.
Did you say there was a character that sucked?
Oh yeah, and then you switch characters to this douche named Carlos, and he has an assault rifle, which is cool because I think that's what Hunk had like a submachine gun, and he was fun to use in Resident Evil 2 Mercenaries. But Carlos has this assault rifle that it literally takes an entire clip to kill one zombie. So they give you Carlos and this assault rifle thinking it's good. So they give him more zombies to handle, and he just can't handle them. So you just end up dying way too much. And it was fucking annoying.
Thinking.
And it's like I said, it was like switching to Mary Jane in the Spider-Man games, the Amazing Spider-Man. It's like, God, I have to do this again. It was like a chore, and I didn't like that at all. And that's half the game. I wouldn't say half. It 70% of the game is Jill, But that 30% when you switch to Carlos,
That's still
it's
significant.
lame.
Yeah.
Because the Nemesis isn't after Carlos. Like I don't know if that's a spoiler. Like the Nemesis wants Jill. So when you switch to Carlos, you don't even get to fight the Nemesis. I don't know. It was just stupid. And then what sucks about it is in Resident Evil 2, once you beat that, there was like mercenary mode, which was I enjoyed a lot actually.
What is that mode?
It's
like
just
different
like
scenarios.
Yeah, it's different scenarios for what's going on, and while like the story of 2 is going on, it's like other people doing other stuff.
Oh,
so like yeah, like one of the first ones you get is this guy named Hunk, and yeah, he's just like a military dude. Like he has a submachine gun and like some other like military. Like he starts with grenades and all that, and it was just fun to play through him because he was like he started off way more badass than the other two.
So kind of like how Carlos should have been based on what they were trying to present.
Pretty much, yeah. But then like once you beat 3, there's no extra single player modes. They want you to play that Project Resistance bullshit. Which I hated.
Like abysmal.
You said I said what?
It was kind of shitty.
Yeah, it just wasn't fun. It was no, because in a game like that, people need to talk to each other because there's just way too much going on. So people that know what they're doing are just going ahead while I'm still trying to figure out how to pick up ammo and shit. Nobody is talking, and it was just dumb. I didn't like it at all.
Well, that sucks. They were kind of poised for a hot streak there for a minute.
Yeah, I felt, dude, that Resident Evil 2 came out last year, and this one is already out. They fucking rushed that shit.
Yeah, maybe it need a little more time to cook.
Yeah.
Sounds like it, yeah.
But so,
how do you feel about didn't they confirm Resident Evil 4 is gonna be gonna have like the remake treatment?
Yeah, but I don't care about that. Like it was already fine when it came out, so it's just
they've already remastered it like 4 times, haven't they?
Right? Yeah. I don't know. That seems like a waste of their time. Like just you already talked about 8. Let's just work on 8. You know?
Yeah, I think people are ready for something different because I mean, obviously, like. I don't know. Maybe if they do a 4, it'll be like their last chance to like catch on with it. But then like it's also like where do you go from there? Are you going to remake 5 and 6?
5, right?
And that's
like what are you going to do?
Pandering.
So I feel like 4, 5, like all of those, just fucking leave them alone. You know, like they were fine.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, and 3 absolutely needed to be like updated because it had the stupid tank controls and all that bullshit.
Right, yeah, and those shitty camera angles. Like they brought them
the fixed camera angles.
Yeah. It's very odd.
So yeah.
They went from wow, there's Capcom's really making something happen here to oh no, what are they even doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, stop.
It's confusing.
Do you guys care about Daymare?
Daymare.
I guess it's like I don't know. I thought it was like more known, but it's Google them shits. It's a Resident Evil 2 tribute, I guess, that was made years ago. Like it was like the remake before the remake that just came out. It's been on PC for a few years now.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
And it's coming to consoles Tuesday. I think I'm gonna play it, even though I just played through all of it, like 2 and 3. But this one, I mean, I just want to see somebody else's take on like Resident Evil 2.
Horror.
Oh yeah, okay, yep, I know what you're talking about now. I did see stuff for it.
Yeah. So that does look interesting. Tuesday. Yeah.
What's it out on?
Other than it's gonna what you said. What's like console?
Oh, so has it already been on like Steam and shit?
It's been on Steam for years, and now it's going to be on Xbox and PS4.
Gotcha. Okay.
How much is it going to be?
Probably like $20. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Cool. So did you you also played Predator this week?
Yeah, I bought Predator Friday, and I fucking
yeah.
I love it as much as I thought I was going to. Like, it's awesome. It was I played like my first 10 matches I played were like all Marines, just because I wanted to like get a feel for the game. And I actually enjoy playing the Marines way more than I thought I would. Like, it is fun, and people on that game do talk to each other a lot because you have to like point out the fucking Predator because Predator is badass as hell, especially like once you get a feel for it and once you unlock more stuff. So I just started playing with him yesterday for one match, and then like I lost immediately. Then I got some more unlocks, and he has like a net gun where you can just like capture one guy and then like work on the rest of the team. And it's a really fun game. Yeah, I enjoy it a lot.
So, can you do me a favor? Just outline the concept of it real quick.
So when you're the Predator, it's just straight up. You're just straight up hunting the humans. Like, you have to, and they don't give you any objectives. It's like you are by yourself. All the information you collect is like from what you need. So when you're the Predator, you use your not night vision, but heat vision to like find the people, like find the player, because there's other NPCs on the map that the Marine team has to like go through. So like when you're the Marines, you just have objectives. Like it's just like normal shit, just like the first movie, like you have to kill this drug lord and like blow up his cocaine camp or whatever. But there's a Predator hunting you too. So like when you're the Predator, you kind of want to get to the player team while they're fucking with the NPCs and just like pushing their shit in pretty much.
Cool. Is that the noise of a predator in your apartment?
Yeah, that's the exact noise the Predator makes.
It's mimicking your dog playing with a toy while it's sneaking up behind you to slit your throat.
Yeah, but like when you're the Marine team, like the Predator is fucking loud. Like okay, I'm gonna have to take that from her. All right, hey, come here. All right, chill with that.
Can you play as Danny Glover at any point?
No, man, it's just players.
That's not even a good Predator movie.
I actually enjoy 2 a lot.
Really?
I like 2. Yeah. It's so like campy. It
is weird. Didn't they add that he could regrow his fucking hand at one point? Doesn't get his hand cut off and like he uses some goop to like regrow it?
I don't remember that. I thought he
just not Danny Glover, the Predator.
No.
That would be fucking wild. That's a fever dream I had.
I don't remember him growing his hand back. I just remember all I recollect is him getting it cut off and him using like the goo to like cauterize it or whatever.
Oh, maybe that was it. Okay. Yeah, I think okay, so as far as I thought I remembered 2 things from that movie. So I didn't. That one was wrong. So I remembered that incorrectly and the alien skull.
That wasn't in 2, was it?
I thought so.
It was in 2. Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
That's the first time they had that little crossover thing with that.
Yeah.
And so was Danny Glover's career.
Hey, he was in some Saw movies. Or one Saw movie. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Hey, he was in Lethal Weapon 4 after that. And that was a good movie.
True, that's right. I forgot about the Lethal Weapon 5. Is it actually with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Lethal Weapon 5? That's a lie. Yeah. You just made that up.
No, I saw it on the IGN Instagram page.
Hold on. They already made that movie.
With who?
The cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my god.
They did.
True, yeah.
Blackface and everything. They kept switching character roles too.
That's hilarious.
I remember that one shower scene where like the blackface was just running off his body.
Oh, shout out to a little known show called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
May have heard it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So Predator sounds sick. How much was that when you bought it? Was it 60?
No, it was 40.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Oh, even better.
Very cool.
Because there's no single player to it, you know.
That's still cool because I mean I really thought Doom was going to be the asymmetrical multiplayer to kind of take over, but it doesn't seem like that's happening. So.
I wish it were better. Did you give it another shot?
No, I tried it those few times, and I just no part of me really felt like going back to it. I might this week, maybe just as something different to do, because I'm still just I keep trudging into Call of Duty, just out of like muscle memory almost now. I don't even know that I'm actually enjoying it anymore. It's
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna ramble.
No, like the only thing that the thing that bothers me about the Doom multiplayer is there's no depth to it. It's just it's literally just like a Doom room when people are playing the characters, you know.
Gotcha.
There's nothing to it. You're just trying to kill each other, you know.
Yeah, I feel that. It's it just feels somehow neutered from the main gameplay.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, even if you just look at the difference in the way the characters play, you can tell like they're significantly changed to suit having a human control them.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
The Marauder is something completely different in multiplayer than what it is.
He seems to be like the best, if not one of the best characters, though, for the
yeah.
Yeah,
I played.
I was about to say the creature team, but that's definitely not
the Monster Squad. Okay. So I will take these next 5 minutes to kind of give an overview of one of the things I played this week, and then we're gonna have to take a break so we can start a new meeting because I'm too cheap to upgrade Zoom. So. This week, I was given a code to preview Stranded Deep, which is a survival game that launched last week on console. It's been on Steam. It is by Beam Team Games from Brisbane, Australia. And it's basically, the concept is you are in a plane and it crashes in the ocean, and then you are left in a region, not even just a singular island, but an area where there's multiple different islands. And from what I can tell, without too much info, they didn't really give me any copy for this or info. And the game is clearly very independent, so it doesn't spoon feed you a lot of tutorial or information about it. But from what I've been able to tell is that a lot of these islands are procedurally generated. And you can reach them. They're all within reach, but the game is very fucking hard for me because I'm not a survival game kind of guy, and it's a lot of different things going on at once. And there's all these items to collect, and the crafting is very, very dense. With how technical it is, though, there is a certain hit to the visuals, which are they're very mediocre and kind of low, honestly.
Yeah. I just imagine it looking like the Forest, the one I played. Like, it's not a great looking game. You know?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, there's something behind the code I got, though, and I'm not sure if I think I may have gotten literally a preview code. I don't know that I was actually given a code for the full game because I was locked out of the story as well. So I guess there is a story. I wanted to get you a code as well, but the guy just stopped responding to me. But he was nice enough to give me something. I should have just given it. I didn't know what kind of game it was. I should have just given it to you immediately. but it's $20 on PSN. So it's on there. I mean, me personally, I would not have paid that much for it. Just because it's super not my type of game.
I'm probably still gonna play it, but I'm not gonna pay $20 for it. I'm definitely gonna wait for some sort of sale.
Yeah, I would. I would, sit on it for a minute, and just see when. I mean, they always do those weird flash sales and stuff. So I'm sure there's one day it'll be like $9.99 or something,
right,
like that. Which I would say, I mean, it's probably definitely worth trying it for that.
Yeah, so it's just those. Have you ever played a survival game and enjoyed it?
I'm not sure. Let's put a pin in this. It just popped up that we got less than a minute left. So I don't even
extended time this time.
No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new meeting, and I'll send you guys the link in a minute here. But let's stop now, just because it stopped giving me the countdown, so it's just going to cut out at any second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hit you guys up in just a minute.
All right. Grab me a fruit snack.
We'll be right back. It's still going because I don't know how to stop it.
Oh no!
What the fuck is it? Okay, and we are back. All right, so we left off on you asking me if I've ever enjoyed a survival game.
Yeah.
And part of me wants to say yes, but I honestly can't think of one. So
yeah. From all the games you've told me you play, I just can't think of one that would be a survival game that you talked about.
Yeah, I just don't think anything fits that criteria, of the idea the crafting and the, cause straight up survival like that, where, you're literally just checking your meters and stuff. And that's a different kind of hard that I'm just not even into.
Not into it at all.
No,
I actually enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, you may really enjoy this game then. Yeah, because it was insanely difficult. The very first day, I only made it 3 days before I died, and then what happened is, and I think a day is maybe 20 minutes. It's a super short cycle. So you crash land, you get on an island, and then it shows you how to do a couple things, but it's not great at telling you directly how to do certain things, because and it's inconsistent. So it'll tell you at one point, okay, press this and do this and go into this menu to make a refined knife out of these materials, and then it's now take 3 lashings and make a tool belt or some shit. And I'm okay, so what the fuck is a lashing? So now I'm looking around for whatever a lashing is. And then I find out later it's just a thing you have to make out of leaves. And then it doesn't tell you where to get these types of resources. You just have to figure out.
That's funny. It's it just sounds like a survival game that's not meant for a newbie to survival games. Because honestly, the first thing, after it told you what to make, the first thing I would have started doing was chopping down trees and bushes, because that is the first thing you start doing in games like that.
Damn.
Right, and I wish I could have figured that out. It's just like I said, I don't feel like it's consistent in the ways that you do things, because you can obviously chop down a tree with your knife or whatever. It's just like Minecraft or anything else where you're just going at it or whatever. And then coconuts, you got to drink coconuts to get water in Chile before you can build something to collect rainwater, etc. Which I didn't even get close to getting to that point. I just kept getting thirsty and desperately trying to find coconuts. But you'd knock a coconut down, and then it's got an outer layer that you have to chop off while it's on the ground. You can't even just in your menu turn it into.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, you take it, and then you have to go in your menu and drop it, and then you have to chop it, and then you have to take it again.
That's excessive.
It is. It's a lot just to do one thing. And then after you're done drinking that, you now have an empty coconut shell that can then be used for crafting, but also your inventory is wildly fucking limited. And I found 9 times out of 10 I needed so much more space. And I don't even mean like obviously it should have a realistic inventory, but it's like fucking absurd how much you needed to do and how many resources it took. So like I was almost immediately dehydrated and starving to death. And then when I actually found some crabs like to kill and then skin, which you need a knife to skin them, so you had to build that. And then of course these things break, so you have to keep making them and stuff.
Oh, do they have a degrading system for like a knife?
They do, and there's no indication of the health of the item or anything. It just fucking breaks.
Yeah. See, a lot of survival games they don't even take it that far.
Yeah, that's like too much. Like I understand like if they want to go that route, but you need to give me some kind of indication of you know that, because then also
against you.
Yeah, because also I go to make this meat and it tells you exactly how to cook the meat, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I do that, and this fucking meat is sitting over this fire for I couldn't tell you how long, and I'm like, there's nothing telling me that it's cooked and ready to eat.
Right.
So finally I eat it, and then he immediately throws up everywhere. I'm like, oh, I think it's just undercooked because I only cooked right one fucking time. And God forbid all these coconuts that you can drink, God forbid you be able to eat any of them.
So you can't you can't use the coconut to then.
No, you can't even fucking eat the coconut.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just inconsistent. And there are cool parts about it because, like, you'll see all these islands in the distance, and you know for a matter of fucking fact you can hop on your little raft that you got from the plane crash and go to any one of them. You know, and then you got to use that raft, I guess, until you build something better.
Right.
But you can do it, and I did it. I mean, I went to a different island and then got bit by a snake 3 times and fucking died, but it's a total possibility. And you know, you can make all these different things to fish and hunt, and then like, so let's say I make a spear. So when I got to the new island, I saw these little pigs running around, and I was like, cool, so I can kill a pig, skin it, and eat it. And that didn't work out at all because I killed the fucking thing and, you know, took its meat, and I go to cook it, and it doesn't tell you when it's fucking cooked. I literally let it sit there for fucking 5 minutes, and it wasn't cooked. There's nothing, I couldn't see anything visual about it that changed or anything.
Oh, Jesus. Now I want to play this game to see, like, what the fuck is going on.
I wish you could. Yeah, I'll see if this guy ever gets back to me, because even if you get one of those preview codes, it's wild. Like, I don't know if that's just part of how it's supposed to be or an oversight or what. But, I mean, it's got a fan base of 1.4 million players on Steam. So, yeah, it's pretty popular.
Like, that's how I knew what game you were talking about immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, when I saw, like, the ads for it, I just looked at a bunch of reviews for it, and it's super mixed. Like, a lot of people say it's just not that good of a survival game. And a lot of it was just, like, technical issues, but just also some of the gameplay was just, like, out of the norm, I guess.
Right, and that's kind of sort of my thing with it. It's like, I can't tell if they, like, went too hard or just didn't do that good of a job. So it really, really baffled me. What I will say though is that what is there and what I do appreciate is impressive, especially because, like, it's a small team. So, like, I kind of got the background on them. They initially had a publisher set up, and their publisher, the company, just went defunct.
I did read that too. Yeah. Yeah,
they self-published the game, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, so good on them. But like I said, I mean, this guy didn't indicate to me. He did say preview code, so I'm assuming I don't have the full game, which is why there was some pretty janky shit going on. The load time was insanely long.
Was it?
Insane for what it was, and it had this very early access type of vibe to it, because it would be like loading assets, loading island assets, loading textures and it would give you
Is that just like a one-time load thing? Because that happens too.
Oh, maybe it was. Because I honestly only played it one night, so played for
really?
an hour.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens where the first time you load the game, especially if it's like randomly generated, it has to actually build a world for you to explore.
That makes sense. But when I died, I could reload to before I had died, so it's not a permadeath thing.
I'm sure that is on a real game, though.
Yeah, I would imagine. But I had the option to start all over from scratch, and I imagine you could probably get to a point in the game where you can start over from a certain point that you don't have to go through the initial cutscene and all that stuff with the story. But it doesn't seem to me like there's any way to escape. I don't think that's the goal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think they plan on adding that stuff later from what I had read. But right now it's just, survive and keep building and building and building. Because it's very robust when you're looking through, even when you have a low crafting level, the sheer amount of shit that you can craft.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. Is there like a level system? Yes,
but they don't really lay that out to you, and they don't really show you how that improves. I'm assuming it's by doing it more.
Right.
That's just an assumption. They don't tell you that, and they don't really show you experience points or anything like that. And again, I could be missing something. I'm not necessarily saying they don't do any of that, but
right.
Also, that's
got the preview code, so you don't really know the full
extent. True, but I mean, you would hope that if they want people talking about the game, that they would have given you at least a good representation. I doubt they would have taken things out like a tutorial or something. I mean, that seems silly. I give them credit if that is the case, sure, but from what I saw,
like a cooking meter and shit.
There's what?
Like a cooking meter instead of.
Yeah, I mean, like any kind of UI to indicate to me, even if I had to be looking at the meat, that's fine. Tell me that. Tell me that's how you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's not how most video games do it. And unfortunately, you have to kind of be aware of that. So, as cool as you might think it is to be like, look, the meat actually changes to, its visual appearance to reflect that it's cooked. Great. That sounds like a selling point to me. Maybe you point that out.
Right.
But I don't know. I couldn't tell. And I mean, that could just very well be my eyes or something too, but whatever. Yeah, 0 out of 10. Just kidding. I do give them credit. It does seem impressive if you're into those kind of games because it's wild how much you could do.
I'm excited to play it eventually because I do love games like that.
Yeah,
and when I saw that one coming out, I was like, oh shit, another one I can play.
Yeah, definitely update us and let us know because it seems like it's up your alley, and I'd be curious to get a more informed opinion.
Yeah, because did you get to any enemies?
I mean, one snake that bit me 3 times.
No, is there people or anything?
Not that I could tell. If there are, I wasn't on an island where they were.
Oh, you know what? I feel like a lot of from what I saw from the trailer, you do have to worry about sharks, crossing the island.
Oh no!
Oh well, fuck! That's not good. I didn't know that.
That was super creepy. He was on this did they start you with the yellow raft from the airplane?
Yep.
And he was on a yellow raft and he looked down and you could see the shark in the water.
Shit, dude! I didn't even consider that, and I was way too early going and exploring this sunken boat.
Yeah.
Without any equipment, I was just fucking free diving.
Is there a mini map?
I don't know about a mini map. I'm trying to remember now. No, nothing like that. You get a compass, but that's about it. Yeah, very limited HUD. You have a smart watch of sorts. It's like a digital little watch, but it's not like an Apple Watch. It's like an old school Casio type watch.
Well, since they didn't give you a full code, we've already spent way too much time on this game.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Well, we can zip right along then. I got some little tidbits I plucked out of Reddit as usual that we can chit chat about. I don't think we mentioned it last week, but I had meant to. There's like a big ass problem, I guess, with cheaters in Warzone.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah.
And I've not experienced. I mean, I'm only playing straight multiplayer. So I haven't really. I mean, I wish I like to think that I've encountered cheaters, but I think I'm really just not that good, and I get frustrated. So what I'm screaming at the screen and reality are probably two different things. But I guess Warzone does have a definite issue with it. Mike's played more Warzone than I have. You have too. I mean, have you ever gotten like randomly sniped from like a million miles away?
No. I think after I stopped playing is like when people started figuring out ways to cheat. Because I don't think I ever encountered a cheater on that game.
Interesting. Well, I guess the number one thing that solves it is disabling crossplay. So,
yeah, I thought people were doing that. Yeah,
which sucks because then you can't play with other people on like on Xbox,
right?
Where there's no issue of cheating. It's just PC players. Which, truth be told, I do not fucking like playing with people on mouse and keyboard, anyways.
True. Yeah,
because some of the shit they can do is wildly infuriating.
Yeah, it's like
when I first started playing Warzone. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, just going on what RJ was saying is like when I used to play like CS:GO, it was like a lot of
that
cheaters,
was so bad.
Yeah,
with cheaters. Yeah, aimbots were big on Counter-Strike.
Yeah, there was like ones where like they could see you through the walls and shit, and like
or get inside of the walls and shoot you from there.
Yeah. Oh man, that was the good old days.
But yeah, I wish you could just play with other console players, but that's not an option.
No, and you think that with the daily 35 gigabyte updates, they could implement something like that.
Yeah, right.
But that shit's getting out of hand.
Yeah, I had to delete that shit right away.
Dude, it's already taking up like 150 gigs on my hard drive. And I just can't bring myself to delete it because it's the only thing I'm playing with any kind of regularity.
Yeah. I think I quit it. Like, I don't think every time I look at it, because out of nowhere, I didn't realize the last season had ended. And then it was like the icon changed to like season 3. And I was like, maybe I should go on and see what's on. Never mind. I don't
Yeah. And that's the thing is I'm not even fucking playing Warzone. So like I wish I could just get rid of that part of it. I'm only playing the multiplayer.
Right.
I'm just playing all the different, search and destroy, domination, team deathmatch, just going through the roulette of that.
Yeah, domination was my shit when I was playing.
Dude, and it's fun too. That's the thing. Like I just did a match the other day, domination on Rust.
Oh, Rust is
fucking good. Total shit show. It's crazy. It's so fun though. But it's like a map the size of my apartment, and everybody's just fucking dying. Like every second, it's popping up on the screen. Just boom, boom, boom. Someone's fucking dead. And it's like you get into like these flows with it, and you figure out how to make it work and stuff. And it's I don't know. I mean, I think they really nailed it.
Well, what's your weapon of choice?
I honestly, in all these games, I usually just take the first one I get and I end up maxing that out. I don't really change too much with it. I stick with the base assault rifle, that like kilo something.
Yeah, and that's how I used to do.
Yeah,
but then like the first season 1 of that game, I was like, I am dying way too fast. Like, so I started I was like, what are people using? So I looked up like. There are like weapon tier list, of course, with every game.
Right.
And at the time, the best weapon was it was just the M4. I think it's like the second or the third weapon.
Yeah.
That you unlock, but I'm sure it's changed by now.
I have been dabbling with on smaller maps with the MP5, but that's the only thing I'll differ. because I don't know. I like the bare bones of it, because then like when I actually do pull off some cool shit, it actually feels cool,
Right.
rather than being like decked out. Because like I don't even have. I just keep iron sights. I don't really have any attachments. I think I maybe have a foregrip and a laser sight on it.
Yeah.
But that's it. And then I use the Pila or Pila, whatever, however you say it, the rocket launcher.
Okay, yeah.
And that is so fucking fun to just make dudes eat one of those.
My favorite secondary weapon ever is the fucking crossbow.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I don't have that at all.
Fucking the crossbow with thermite bolts.
Oh,
it's so fucking good.
Shit.
That sounds horrifying.
I mean, it is. I think it's like the highest difficulty weapon to use in the game, because it's the only weapon that has like real like bullet drop and like arrow speed and all that you have to worry about.
Uh-huh.
But it's so satisfying when you do get a hit on somebody. Like you just hide around the corner and they just slowly burn to death. It's pretty awesome.
Fucking awesome. Yeah. My mode with the rocket launcher is I find snipers, anybody who's sniping, and just kind of camping out and just picking dudes off. I'll figure out where they are, and then I will sort of like just be in that like really like tense game of chicken with them when you can see the glint of their rifle, but then like I'm already aiming down the scope on the fucking the rocket launcher, and 9 times out of 10 they will kill me, but I'll have already popped the shot off, and then it's just boom, you just see it go up that they got their shit wrecked.
Yeah,
love that.
Sounds wonderful,
dude. It's so satisfying, and people get pissed. And the times, like I think I've gotten play of the game like 4 times just with that fucking rocket launcher, because I'll take out a room full of dudes.
That sounds like the modern version of the noob tube.
Basically is, I think. I mean, because Mike was telling me that it's super frustrating, and he's put a lot more time into it than I have, so you would know. But yeah, I mean, people apparently are cheating in the Warzone mode, but like I said, I haven't really seen that in the multiplayer, I think. And now, because of that, what they're doing is they're figuring out how to just make them play with each other.
Yeah, that's awesome. I saw that.
And that is so fun. That's like the whole concept of like, letting a whole separate league of people in different sports divisions just do steroids.
Right.
Just to like see what that's like. That I love the idea of like just open cheating and just it being fully allowed. Just who can cheat better.
Yeah,
I would watch that.
I would too.
Like,
yeah,
I understand people cheat. I just never understood like why people did it so much in like video games. Just to feel superior. Like it's fucking weird.
And that is odd. And I don't know what you really get out of it, because it kind of isn't fun anymore then. It's like if you just turn on cheats in single player and say like, Grand Theft Auto, like the game kind of ends up losing all meaning. It's fun for a little bit, but then you're like,
you get tired of it.
And then if a whole game is based on like the actual competition of it, it's like, well, you're not doing anything to get any gratification out of this.
Exactly. Yeah,
there's no competition.
Single player cheating is one thing. If you're just having fun,
right?
With like kind of like you said, competition things. It's like, oh, so you downloaded this thing to be better than everybody. Are you still enjoying it, or are you just really sad and need to win?
Yeah, I don't think I fully get it, but I don't know. They're all Chinese, and I've never gotten that either. So. So we can jump along here. Apparently 287 GameStop stores plan to reopen, and the executives have cut their salaries by, I think, as much as 50%.
Well, they're not going to Las Vegas this year.
Yeah. But yeah, they that's their plan to try to like make things work. And it's like, how far are you willing to go to keep pretending like you're going to stay around? Like, or that anybody wants you around. It's
I mean, what they don't tell you is like they cut their salaries by almost 50%, but they're just gonna get it back in a bonus at the end of the year. So.
oh yeah, that's probably true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I just want them to stay open so I can get my Last of Us Collector's Edition, and then you can close.
why would you order it from fucking GameStop anyways?
Right.
Because Best Buy didn't have it.
Yeah,
Amazon, I'm sure, has it, or
I don't know,
somebody.
man. Especially right now, it would have been a good time to cancel your pre-order because, like, I mean, who knows what's reopening after this? That's why, like, people were saying, like, a lot of people were saying, like, oh, well, you should buy gift cards to like your favorite local businesses to support them through this tough time, so that when
I
they
ain't doing
reopen,
that.
you know, you can right. Because I mean, it's like, okay, well, what if you spend $50 on a gift card and then they just don't reopen?
Yeah.
They see all that money that came in and be
Yeah.
like, it's probably easier for us to just close.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, cool, we can afford the bankruptcy lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I mean, but it's like it's a tough situation. It just depends on how much confidence you actually have in them being able to reopen. And a company like GameStop, I mean, like when you pre-order stuff, you're basically doing that. You're buying a gift card for their store for the future.
You didn't pay it off, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
You didn't pay more than $5, did you?
Yeah, I did.
How much?
Huh?
How much? How much did you pay?
You heard
It was just $50.
Oh,
It was just 50. You said?
that's a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Did you say just 50?
Yeah, only
Yeah,
$190. Just a little bit.
So you pretty much paid it off. What is it? Another 75, probably, actually, since it's collectors.
Yeah, well, when I went to go pre-order, they said it's a $50 hold on for it. And I said sure.
Oh,
They lied.
you sweet, sweet boy. I'm so sorry.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm going to be wearing my Ellie backpack.
I was about to say, I don't think a lot of men are excited about art books.
Yeah, I'm going to wear it with my furry suit.
Oh, fuck. Well, yeah, hey, if you work at GameStop, we'll see you back at work soon, guys.
You're all going to die at Carousel Mall.
Yeah. So Xbox Game Pass. I know, we've said things we've said about Xbox. Well, I guess all we've said is pointed out the fact that it is gay, but that's what we're here for. We're just reporting the truth. But Xbox Game Pass does seem pretty cool. And
I would get an Xbox for that.
That's probably the only thing like making me lean towards Xbox. Well, that and my insane appetite for dick, but the Game Pass has had some pretty cool shit on it, and now they got Red Dead Redemption 2 on it.
Yeah, so that's pretty
I saw that.
Cool.
Yeah, that'll be coming soon.
I saw it was at the cost of Grand Theft Auto 5 or something, which seems like an even trade.
Yeah.
So, like, with Game Pass, so those people can't play Grand Theft Auto 5 anymore? Is that how that works?
I don't know.
Or is it like a PlayStation Plus thing where
I think
if you on there, you have it?
I feel like that's the case. I would be surprised if it wasn't.
Because they seem like they made a big deal about Grand Theft Auto not being on there anymore,
Interesting.
Because that's
like
Grand Theft Auto?
What's that?
I didn't hear what you first said, so.
I don't know what you missed. I feel like we said a lot.
No, it's.
God damn, this Zoom is killing us.
You said they switched out Red Dead
Grand
2.
Theft Auto 5 was on there first, and then they got rid of Grand Theft Auto 5 to put Red Dead Redemption 2 on, which makes me think it's a PlayStation Now type of thing. It pretty much is PlayStation Now. So I feel like now those people can't play Grand Theft Auto 5 anymore,
Yeah.
Like it's not a part of the service.
That's kind of shitty.
Huh. I'm trying to read about it right now. Oh, yeah, that is what happens. It said while it leaves Game Pass on May 7th, subscribers can lock down the full game permanently for 20% less. So I guess they'd have to buy it. That's what that says to me. If you want to keep it, you got to buy it.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I didn't realize that about it. I'm surprised that that's the case. I wonder why.
Because we were like, because it's pretty much. I think it pretty much is PlayStation Now. It's just a better version of PlayStation Now.
Yeah,
because they do
download the game.
They do have. You can download them, but they do cycle out games.
Right.
And it's pretty much a streaming service. Or what is it? Game Pass. They are better because they have newer games. That's what we were talking about before.
Yeah,
they have.
Gotcha.
I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't new, but it is a good game.
Right.
If you have Game Pass. How much is Game Pass?
$10 a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. No.
No, that's not bad. PlayStation Now is $45 for the year, though.
Yeah, true, and that's not the same thing as Xbox Live either, too. So
no, it's not.
So it's a separate service on top of that. Hey, so I got the 10-minute warning a second ago. So I'm gonna say let's do these last two things, and then we can wrap up here. So this one was fun. There was a headline about a Lizzo song that was pulled from Rock Band because it included the N-word and the ability to sing along to it. And my big takeaway was, holy shit, Rock Band is still going long enough to have a Lizzo song.
Look at Rock Band, like holding at straws to stay alive.
Yeah, I don't know anybody with a kit for Rock Band that's still playing it and downloading a Lizzo song. Also,
I'm about to say, is the whatever Rock Band that's on didn't it just take on the Guitar Hero theme of, what was it called, World Tour, where it just has constant songs that other people are making?
That was my understanding. Yeah. But fuck, when was the last time you heard about Rock Band being in anything in the news? Maybe like 2014.
Yeah,
the latest.
Before that, yeah. I actually enjoy Rock Band at the time way more than Guitar Hero.
I did too. I think it's because you could play like drums and stuff like with your friends and stuff.
Right. Yeah, and you can sing racial slurs.
Well, we do that anyway.
That's true. Yeah. Boy, the number of karaoke nights I've been kicked out of. Hauling my ass out of there.
Please, you're in Syracuse. They ain't kicking you out for saying that. They fucking invite you back.
That's true, especially considering where the karaoke club is over in Solvay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they standing O for singing that Lizzo song there. I actually sing that Lizzo song, but replace every word in it with the N word.
I'm 100% that nigga.
All right. Okay. There was also this article that I thought was pretty fun. An adult slashed a 10-year-old's throat during an argument over a video game.
I saw that too. Jesus Christ.
In Lewis County, Tennessee.
That doesn't surprise me.
He didn't die, for starters.
Tennessee.
Yeah, the kid did not die. He sustained injuries that were not life-threatening, they said. So clearly he slit his throat with a Wiimote. I can't imagine any other situation. But also, I for sure understand where he was coming from. Like I remember I was playing Mario Kart once with my little brother, probably when he was about like 9 or so, and I was whipping his ass and like trash talking him and stuff, and he was getting furious. And then I got fucked over in another game, Blue Shells, and he started trash talking me back, and I almost drowned him in the bathtub. never been more frustrated than having a preteen talk shit to me while losing a video game. So
yeah,
my heart goes out to this dude.
You've been playing for fucking years now, and he just comes in fucking 13 years old, like pushing your shit in.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if my life went even slightly different, I'm sure there would have been a moment where I'm in a standoff with the police, screaming and holding a knife to a kid's throat like, fucking campers!
No, instead of a knife, you're holding a Wiimote.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That joke I just made. All right, it was a good one. I think I missed it.
How long do we have?
Not much longer. We can wrap up talking about one thing I wanted to point out actually before we get out of here. Here's the other two things we didn't get to actually. 160,000 Nintendo accounts were apparently hacked. That's fucking crazy. That's just out there, and I never got an email from Nintendo because they're denying it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they're verifiable. Luckily for me, I just have PayPal connected to mine, so nobody's really getting into my shit. So that happened, and then also the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn is pretty much an open secret now. They've just been kind of talking about it, so that'll be cool, and kind of makes me excited for what's going to be coming up in the next couple months. And one more thing. They also, I didn't put this on there because I forgot about it, but apparently there's a leak that says we should be hearing about this year's Assassin's Creed very, very soon. An official announcement, which I don't know if you guys are interested in Assassin's Creed at all.
Nah, man.
Nah. So this will roll nicely because I want to do. We started to do this and then we never really did. But like, what's up next for you for this week? So maybe not for this week, but soon here. I really, really want to go back and fill in the gap in Assassin's Creed for myself.
Cool.
Yeah, because the last one I actually played to completion was 3, so I missed out on Black Flag, and Rogue, Unity, Syndicate, and then Origins and Odyssey.
Good Lord, there's that many after.
Yeah, there is.
Fucking 3. Like I played Black Flag, but
Rogue was the one that released concurrently with Unity, but for PS3 and 360 when Unity got released on PS4 and Xbox One. Gotcha. So that was the mercy game for the last gen at that time. But those games, 4 and Rogue, are on Switch, so I'll probably get them for that. And then the other ones you can get for pretty cheap on PS4. So that's probably what my next gaming adventure is going to be here pretty soon.
Dude, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. That sounds horrible.
I'll probably space it out. It's not going to be like Assassin's Creed nonstop for like 2 weeks. That would be insane.
Oh God! Like this quarantine is already hard enough, RJ. Like don't make it harder on yourself.
That's true. Yeah. Did you make it harder for yourself and have a baby?
I did. Yeah.
Because I for sure hear a baby.
Hold on. Wait. Maybe I'll be right back. I'm gonna slit his throat real quick.
You just hear bone crunching.
Jesus. All right. How about you, Justin? I'm assuming more Predator, and then anything else?
No, just pretty much Predator. I'm going to. All right. Seriously. All right. Hey, Aria. Hey, can you chill with that for a second? Thank you. Yeah, just more Predator. When if Daymare, I'm sure it's gonna be like $20, but if it's cheaper than that, I might just cop that and play that because I am interested to see. Because I remember hearing about it years ago.
All right.
Because when they weren't talking about like remastering Resident Evil 2, like people made this, so probably that if it's cheap.
Cool. Abdul, any thoughts? Because we're about to get cut off.
Just Final Fantasy and Sayonara Hearts, Wild Hearts.
Sweet, cool. Like and share, all that good stuff. We are out of time. Maybe next week I'll have paid for Zoom. Maybe I won't.
How
Either
much
way,
is it?
it's like $15 a month. So
Okay.
we'll see. Mike Peters, very kind and funny guy, offered to host one of our meetings, though, and he's got unlimited, so maybe I'll hit him up.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. That's nice of him.
Yeah, shout out Mike Peters. If you don't follow Mike Peters, find him on Venmo and give him money because he deserves it, and I look very forward to doing his shows in the future. That's how we'll end our podcast, guys.
Peace.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't call anybody.